Thousands of Amazon workers are joining picket lines in 4 states after the Teamsters union voted to authorize a strike against the delivery giant in what the union shop claims is the largest strike against the company in history. The walk-off comes less than a week before Christmas amid the rush of last-minute holiday gift deliveries. Joining us to discuss is Hillary Fordwich, president of Strellmark LLC, business development consultants, economic expert. Hillary, what do you make of this? I mean, the Teamsters president putting out a statement, writing, quote, "If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. We gave Amazon a clear deadline to come to the table and do right by our members. They ignored it. The strike is on them." I mean, it doesn't get more of a dicey time than right before the holidays. So clearly they're doing this purposefully.
You're absolutely right and correct on every single point there, Lydia. The good news for the consumer, though, is this sounds like a lot of people, 10,000 or so union workers, but Amazon has over 1.7 employees. So this is less than 1% of their workforce, Lydia, and it's only in 10 fulfillment centers. Wherever your package was coming from, Amazon has 2 to 3 other fulfillment centers. So track your package, have a look, but the likelihood that if you've already ordered a package, you're going to get it before Christmas is totally fine. Of course, the United Union workers, they've obviously put out this kind of statement. Sean O'Brien wants the consumer to get attention. They want us to report on this, but you should receive your package. And if you haven't bought anything yet, go to your local shops and buy local.
Right. They have the unionized workers in New York City, Skokie, Illinois, Atlanta, San Francisco, and Southern California. It represents about 10,000 workers at 10 of the company's U.S. facilities. Workers at 7 of those facilities, they walked out. So this is not a huge part of the workforce, but still enough to kind of send a message to maybe Jeff Bezos. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's definitely sending a message. Like we said, it's 1% of their employees. What I will say is there are a lot of them that are disgruntled about the workplace environments. Bernie Sanders is in charge of the committee that oversees these labor practices, and they've had a lot of reports of injuries, and they're talking about safety of the workplace. That's one of these major sticking in issues with regard to the safety issues and also the rapidity with which Amazon wants them to fulfill things, which causes a lot of accidents. So they're looking about safety, pensions, and workplace environment, as well as their overall salaries and pay, because of course they say that Amazon is making billions while they're underpaid.
Now, Newsmax reached out to Amazon and it responded, writing in part, quote, "For more than a year now, the Teamsters have continued to intentionally mislead the public, claiming that they represent thousands of Amazon employees and drivers. They don't, and this is another attempt to push a false narrative. The truth is that the Teamsters has actively threatened, intimidated, and attempted to coerce." It goes on. What do you think about Amazon's response?
Well, actually, if you look at a lot of the reports online and a lot of the videos, I've seen a lot of videos about this across the nation. And those members that have joined the union, they say, no, we were not coerced. We're proud union members. We wanted to join the union. The union is saying one thing, Amazon is saying the other. What is the truth down the middle, of course, is every single worker wants more. They want more safety. And this, you're totally right when you said about the messages is sending Jeff Bezos. Even though it's only 1% of the workforce and the consumer won't be affected too much, the big issue here is, yes, messaging. This is the American worker strengthening their muscles. And I will say, last but not least, very importantly for the consumer to know, now the United Union has, under Sean O'Brien, they have over $1 billion in assets. What does this mean? They're going to flex their muscles in 2025 because they can afford to compensate those union workers that go on strike.
And there's even talk Costco might be following suit. Starbucks.
Yes,
we'll wait and see.
January.
Hillary Fordwich. Got to leave it right there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lydia.